Give me some content. Give me content. That's good content.
Launching Pokemon Legends Arceus for the first time, I was greeted by a moment I had only imagined through the anime and 2D sprites on my Game Boy. Catching a Pokemon, or more accurately, a Cyndaquil, hiding timidly behind some boulders. I followed the on-screen tutorial and prepared my character to throw my first ever Pokeball in a pseudo open world game. It's the stuff dreams are made of. As a kid, I could only imagine this moment. My heart did a leap for joy as I was immersed in that iconic moment. I'm finally a trainer. I finally get to feel that feeling again that I did when I was a kid. That feeling of wonderment. I throw my Pokeball and in a flash of blue it connects with a surprise Cyndaquil. The Pokeball hits the ground and I can inch my character closer in real time. I grip my Nintendo, emulating that trainer-like determination only seen in the animes. The Pokeball wiggles slightly before it clicks and shoots up a star. I found the star a little goofy and unnecessary. I would have preferred the sound from the show and a more reddish beam color, but I was forgiving of Game Freak's aesthetic direction for the sake of this moment's historically prolific nature. Cyndaquil was captured, and I was well on my way towards becoming a Pokemon master. I have an extensive history with Pokemon games and have beaten various versions. Pokemon Legends Arceus proves itself in its subtlety to honor the nuance of those who have beaten their own Pokemon games. The game feels natural, aside from some tedious hand-holding moments and recapitulation to an already well-known dynamic. Arceus supports the player, both veteran and newbie alike. One thing I had to find myself being more forgiving of is the time-traveling multiverse aspect, teaching us about the precursors of Pokemon knowledge. I don't like that I'm some random kid, Deus Ex Machina from the modern era. If this game is supposed to take place in a feudal time period, then let me be a kid from a feudal time period. It breaks the immersion. Also, the character customization suffers a bit in this game. However, character customization has never really been in most Pokemon games that I've played. But I would have loved to be allowed to make my own trainer finally, not this preset nonsense. Although Arceus' narrative finds itself a bit tired at certain points, its potential eventually starts to grow, and the player will find themselves invested and genuinely interested in fulfilling the duties of building a world where humans and Pokemon can live in harmony. Initially, however, you'll find yourself drafted into a militaristic pseudo-fascist society where you must work to survive. I don't particularly appreciate being forced into any military, especially in a franchise as free-spirited as Pokemon. So Game Freak, if you want players to join the Survey Corps, letting us do it more organically and of our own volition could have potentially sparked a greater sense of emotion and accomplishment. Though, after spending some more time with the Galaxy team, I realized that the game was intelligently adhering to its extensive lore. The clever juxtaposition between being a Survey Corps member and a modern-day trainer began to show in a "Eureka! This is where the culture comes from" moment. Eventually, the Galaxy team's ultimate goal began to grow on me. Pokemon were scaring people, and it was up to us to tame them. Each one of us as kids carved a story through Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Orange Islands, and Sinnoh. And these were only the earliest generations. Hours and hours of superheating our Game Boys, Game Boy SPs, and DSs to ensure that we had the most incredible team compared to our friends. So for that glorious moment when you finally battle, you know that without a shadow of a doubt, you and your Pokemon are ready to face any trial that comes before you. And win or lose whatever the endeavor proved itself to be, most of us knew that it should have been done with honor. Losing was never the goal, because we all wanted to be Pokemon masters. If you were defeated in battle, that just meant you should train harder and work on your team. We put time and money into this, from fully laminated card-holding binders to battery-draining Game Boy screen light extensions, solving slippery mysteries in the ice caverns, challenging the high-level Pokemon of Victory Road, meeting an enraged red Gyarados in the center of a lake, and stepping into the ring with your first Elite Four member. The dynamic of having a true rival who you don't think will ever truly change. Raising your first Poke partner to be the strongest of the team. Learning surf, fly, and how to dive. Random encounter after random encounter. Mystery after mystery. Every hour of every day dedicated to the grind. Growing stronger. And the music. All to finally one day come face to face with a legendary Pokemon. The one you've never seen before, and it's on the cover art. Gaming hype hasn't been felt like that for ages. This is the essence of what it means to be a Pokemon trainer. Pokemon have a deep history steeped in magic and danger. We even know Pokemon can kill us. So I enjoyed that the game acknowledged a slightly more gritty vibe. It's been shown countless times in flashback episodes that Ash and Pikachu almost died to a flock of Spearow. At one point, in fact, Ash did die, turned to stone in an unforgettable battle between Mew and Mewtwo. Pokemon is in its core a micromanagement game. Those who love to be trainers know that developing a blossoming relationship between trainer and Pokemon takes time and effort. I believe Game Freak has created a gem here. Dare I say even a masterpiece that feels almost like an entirely new IP. I felt like a trainer. I was intimidated, even at times afraid. The field Pokemon are actually strong, and the overworld is expansive, with some treacherous weather conditions. At first I was in shock. The game gives off an isekai vibe where you know everything there is to know about the new dimension. It's a dimension you've only dreamed of for most of your young life, but you still find yourself uncomfortable at its true gritty reality. It shouldn't be this tough, I would say. Who was the combat balance dev? There were countless times within the first hours of the game where I was nearly one-shotted by a wild Bidoof. But as I overcame my first few encounters, I had an epiphany. This is exactly how it should be. Wild Pokemon should be tough. They are monsters after all. They should be scary. This is real life. Or at least that's what the game had me believing. Arceus honors its history and acknowledges the player for their expected trainer experience. Each moment is steeped in a subtle tension, where you will be faced with your own courage, determination, and trust in your friends. When you power up your Switch, you will feel like you hold the entire Pokemon anime in the palm of your hand. Game Freak has finally begun to walk in the makings of its true destiny, the expansive nature of what an open-world Pokemon game has the potential to be, and I'm excited for its future.